hands down. Hands down shit, you know what I mean?
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Hands Down Sports here. This is your Starting Lineup podcast. And today, I'm going to go over what has happened over the weekend in the MLB playoffs, the World Series, Blue Jays. I had to bring out the old hat from the closet. Blue Jays and the Dodgers. They should be in LA today. It's Monday. You might see this video tomorrow. I'm going to go over some NBA games that I've attended and that I've actually watched on TV. And then, of course, all these Sunday NFL games and how impressed I am by the Cincinnati Bengals. So stay tuned. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Really appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Let's get it, my G. So Monday, we're going to see at 8 o'clock, which is like an hour from now. But of course, you're going to be seeing this tomorrow. By the time I edit and do everything I want to do to this video, you'll see it 24 hours from now. But the Blue Jays are about 40% chance to win Game 3 in LA against the Dodgers. The series is tied 1-1. Now let's go back and talk about Game 1. Now Game 1, of course, on Friday, the Toronto Blue Jays really showed the world that, hey man, they didn't make it to the World Series by luck. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some chatter going on, especially some of my peoples that are Yankee fans over there talking about the Blue Jays are cheating. Somebody from the center field hotel is telling them what the pitches are. Because, George Springer plays for the Blue Jays, so, wherever he goes, there's some type of cheating happening. So, I don't think so. It is what it is. Yes, this is a team that Toronto Blue Jays have a high batting average as a team, and then they've been really putting up a lot of runs throughout this playoff run. Now, of course, the away games are much different, but they've had some, big time runs against Seattle. They were cheating in Seattle. Somebody in Seattle was telling them what was going on. But anyways, it is what it is. Game 1, it was 11-4. We had, let me see here. Kike Hernandez had started off with an RBI single in the second inning. Then Will Smith, the white Will Smith, he hit a single and brought in Betts to make it 2-0 in the third. Now in the fourth inning, this is when everything started going Blue Jays' way. Vershel, their center fielder, hit a 2-run blast to center field. In the sixth inning, Clement singled to center, where, what was that? I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but this dude scored and everybody moved up a base. Then Luke's got walked, so there were the bases loaded. And let me see here, Kirk scored on that. Then Jimenez singled to right, who Jimenez, I think, needs a little bit more playing time. I know they put in Bichette to play second base and all that stuff, but, this guy right here, not second base. He's been playing short. He's going to play second, I believe. Whatever. They're trying to get him in the lineup because, Bichette is a good player, man. He batted over 300 this season, almost 100 RBIs. So he's a stud, but, he was out for like 2-3 months. And the guys that are stepping up, it's hard to take them out of the game, man. But anyways, in the sixth inning, this is when it all went crazy. So after Jimenez hit that single for another RBI, making it 5-2, the bases were still loaded. And Barger, who was on the bench, came in and made history. The first ever pinch hit grand slam home run in the World Series. And then it was 9-2. Then in the same inning, Captain Kirk, the catcher for the Blue Jays, hit a home run, a 2-run homer, with Vladdy at first, and bam. In the 7th inning, Ohtani got a little, little good swing at it. Made it 4-11. He hit it over the fence over there in right field, but it was dominant. I mean, the pitching was good. Snell, he only pitched 5 innings. He 5 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. He pitched 100 pitches, so they were, hitting a lot of foul balls. That's what they're talking about, like 23 foul balls off of him. Then they went into this, relievers, and they couldn't stop the Blue Jays from scoring and hitting home runs and all that stuff. And just to let you know, your man's the greatest of all time, DK, 1 for 4 in this World Series. A run, a hit, and 2 RBIs. And of course, it was a home run. Amazing. 1 for 4. He's great. He's amazing. Because that one hit was a home run, Hands. You know what I mean? Fine. I'll give you that. But in Toronto's side, Vladdy went 2 for 4, right? Had a run, no RBIs, no none like that. You know what I'm saying? Alejandro Kirk was 3 for 3, home run, 3 runs, 2 RBIs. Springer went 2 for 5 with a run. So these guys were all making tons of connections here. Let me see here. This dude, Ernie Clement, that dude's on fire, bro. He was 2 for 4 with an RBI. But even though he only pitched 4 innings, Savage, he did good this time around. 5 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. They scored 2 runs on him, right, in the first 2 innings, right, 2nd and 3rd inning. They kept him in the game, but once they took the lead, they took him out after that, and then they just brought in all this relief. So that was game 1. Game 2 was in Toronto, and this is when the Dodgers showed how good they are. Now, of course, I got to give it to Yamamoto. He pitched amazing. Didn't need no relief, no closer. He said, I'm going to get you a win today. I just need like 2 runs, all right? So 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 8 strikeouts. So far, he's in the running for MVP. That was beautiful. Ohtani with another 1 for 4, amazing performance. I think it was, let me see, a single. He singled to right, man. This guy's always on base, though. It was 1 for 4. That's crazy, son. Betts is not hitting the ball. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Will Smith is the hero of game 2. Single to center, Freeman scored. Let me see here. Homer to left. No one was on base. Then he grounded into a fielder's choice. Ohtani scored. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, a home run and a run. He's in the running for the MVP, right? And then Muncy woke up. He hit a home run. He was 1 for 3. You know what I'm saying? That was nice to see for the Dodger fans. Muncy putting it over the fence. And it was an opposite field home run, too. Now, not to say nothing, Toronto's pitcher, Gausman, Kevin Gausman, they kept him in, man. Even though they scored 3 earned runs on him. He had 6 strikeouts, 4 hits, and they were mostly home runs, of course. But Gausman was in there for 6 2/3 inning. He only pitched 82 pitches, but they had scored 3 runs on him. It was 3-1, and they were like, all right, let's bring in our relief. They didn't really help, but the game was over, 5-1. The series is tied, and they played today. All right? Now, my FanDuels went to hell in those 2 games, even though in game 1, I was like, I got the right guys. This guy hit a home run. That guy's on base getting, runs and RBIs. I had this guy for the grand slam. It wasn't enough, bro. Like I really do better in the football fantasy, compared to baseball and basketball. Like I'm terrible in those. But anyways, baseball is still my favorite sport. Love it to death, my G. And, like Kobe said,
job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
It's not over, bro. Because the Blue Jays got one win, and everything's all love. Because they beat the crap out of them, but they got to keep going, man. Like I always said, the Dodgers is a hard team to beat, man. They got talent all through that lineup. Their defense is tight, and their pitching is official, son. And I know everybody has the scandals, and not scandals, but they're upset because how they're paying these players, how they got all this great talent on one roster, and money's deferred, and this and that, and that allegedly they bring them to the IR, or they'll send them out, bring them down to the AAA to rest, and you know what I mean, so that they can have healthy arms for the playoffs, because this is a team that's so good, so talented. Even their roster, they can put anybody out there really, and they're gonna get wins. So they're kicking butt. We'll see how happens in Game 3. I'll be tuning in. It's gonna be dope. Good luck to the Blue Jays and the Buffalo Bills. Let's get some championships, my guy. Now, in the NBA, I actually went and took my son to his first NBA game. Now, I wish it was the Knicks, but that's okay. I've never watched the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. Never, son. That's my favorite team. I lived in New York like the majority of my life until I was like 28 years old. And I've never been to Madison Square Garden to watch the Knicks. Now, I've seen other things in Madison Square Garden, you know what I mean? But I took my son, because I live here close to Orlando, Florida, and I took him to a Magic game. And we got to see Trey bust that ace. He didn't really, son. You know what I mean? He didn't really, but, the Knicks, the Orlando Magic faced the Atlanta Hawks on Friday. And my tickets were in the Raptors, really far up there, but it's okay, man. One day we'll be able to afford and get some closer seats, because I really like that Kia Center. I think it was named something else last year. It's official, B. Wherever the Orlando Magic, they do it right, son. I mean, I like the Miami Heat AAA Stadium. I don't know if it's called the AAA Stadium anymore. That stadium is nice, like inside. The outside looks bland, whatever. But the Kia Center from the outside looks official. They even got the stores like in the corner of the building and stuff. Official, son. Like really nice stuff, dogs. Now, let's see here. Section 218. Now, over there, they have the City of Orlando Fire Station 1. That's like right down the block from the stadium. I like to go around and look at the apparel. This time, I didn't really. I went to the wrong sections to look for hats, because I went to two spots and I was like, man, maybe this looks nice. I like the stripes on the hat, but it wasn't like really my style, but I would have rocked it, you know what I'm saying? But they do, if you go to the store that they really have, the real team store, you're gonna find some dope stuff, bro. Dope. Now, of course, as I walk up there, taking some photos, and I just chatted while talking with my son. I'm gonna put some of the videos here of him talking about missing a free throw. That guy Carter, some junior, I forget his name. He was at the free throw line, and my son was like, he's gonna miss. He's gonna make the first one, and he's gonna miss the second one. I feel it. I'm gonna put that on this video.
I doubt that. Now he's gonna make the first one and miss the second one.
Let's see what happens here. He made the first one. All right, Carter, let's see.
He's gonna miss this one. I feel like I can smell it,
He did miss it.
Oh, man. Trey's going to shoot it from there.
What do you mean foul? What do you mean foul?
Here's when the superstars take over.
Hilarious. But the Orlando Magic, this game, they had the lead basically the whole entire game until like the fourth quarter. Let me see if I can find the time when they came and took over that lead, man, because that was horrible, dogs. I felt bad, but you know, what are you gonna feel bad for? While I show you these videos, these little clips and stuff like that, the Magic had the lead until like maybe there was like 6-7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Then once the Hawks took the lead, you know, Trey, man, he just waited. You know, he had a quiet 25. You know, he really didn't do much. And he did go to the line like maybe 6 times. I mean, we can look at the stats real quick. Let me go to that. Hawks 111, Magic 107. When you come to this box score, my G, Trey Young, 1 for 6 from the 3-point line. So and that one that he hit was in the fourth quarter. Let me see here. Oh, that just says field goals. I can't tell. The free throws, they don't show free throw stats. I guess not. Whatever, babe. But let's go to team stats. That's where we're gonna see this, dog. This is where the Orlando Magic lost. They were missing so many free throws, bro. Let me see here. Free throw percentage: Atlanta 75, Orlando 64%. Right? Atlanta, let me see here. Free throws 21 for 28. And even though the Magic went to the line more often, they only hit 24 for 37. And that's the difference right there, B. Especially in the first half, they would have had a 20-point lead. I think they only had like a 13-point lead in that game. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like the most. And I always say Banchero, but that's not how you pronounce this dude's name. I mean, their superstar, I say Banchero. You know, I think that I heard him say Vaquero, something like that. He only had 11 points with 6 boards, 4 for 15 from the field, bro. 36 minutes. It was bad. Now, Wagner, he did step it up. He had 27 points. He led the whole team, and let me see here. Everybody. He led the entire in points. 10 for 17 from the field, 2 for 5 from the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Suggs gave the Magic a little spark like in the fourth quarter. So did Carter Jr., 8 rebounds, 10 boards. But I think it was the third quarter or the second quarter. Banchero went up, for a shot or whatever, got fouled. And I think this gentleman right here, Akonugu, I think he was the one that started the fight. If it wasn't him, it was Mohamed Gui, one of the two. And no one threw a punch. But son, it got heated, son. I was like, my G. And then from far, I can see the ref going towards, what's this dude's name? Paulo. And, like telling them, hey, you're the superstar kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, hold on. I don't need you kicked out the game type of deal. You know what I'm saying? This other guy, he can get kicked out. And who cares? He's from the bench. But the one that surprised me the most in that game was my man over here, babe. Nikhil Alexander Walker. Bro, he had some big shots. Now, he had 19 points, 1 rebound, and 4 assists. 8 for 18 from the field and 1 for 10 from the 3-point line. So, a lot of 3-point shots were missed, but that dude did hell of a game, bro. But that's the thing. It's like the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Hawks. They're scrappy, son. You know what I mean? You let them if you keep them in the game, 6-7 points, they're going to eventually hit some 3-pointers because a lot of their players shoot threes. All right, here we go. So Trey, 1 for 6. Alexander Walker, 1 for 10. Goy, 2 for 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's tons of dudes that are just chucking up threes, bro. You know what I mean? I know the NBA, that's what they're all about nowadays. But that game was good. I thought Orlando was going to take it down until they just let them back in, dogs. And the stupid fouls, like I hope I can show you on this video. These fouls were little tippy-tacky, little bullshit garbage fouls, bro. Even my son got all upset at one of them. You know what I'm saying? I would like to put that in the video. Hopefully I do. Check it out. But I'm telling you, bro, it was horrible. And at the same time, I'm on my phone watching the Knicks beat up on the Celtics. Now, that was a good game. We went 2-0. Fortunately, yesterday, I told you, man, the teams that always give the New York Knicks problems, the Heat, the Pacers, and the Sixers. Now, the Knicks lost to the Heat yesterday, 107-115. I didn't see the game, but I can tell you right now that the Heat, they come to play when they see across the way the blue and orange. Yo, they're coming through. I don't know what Pat Riley says or Spoelstra says to these guys, but they don't play like this against the other teams. They don't, son. I tell you. Let me see this guy here. Boom, this dude, Norman Powell. Has he ever scored 29 points in an NBA game, dogs? Because I bet you he hasn't. Jaquez, I mean, he's nice, but he did 17. Fontecchio, if I'm pronouncing that right. Simon. I seen a video that Spoelstra was giving him some props. Yo, big, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line. 14 points, 4 boards. I bet you that was big off the bench for them. Adebayo had 19 and 13. That's a big double-double right there, my G. But like for the Knicks, I mean, the bench. We played a lot of guys, but 8 points from Clarkston, 6 for Hart. Hart, had like 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 points. I mean, he's not getting burned. I mean, 29 minutes is a lot off the bench, I guess. Let me see here. Brunson had 37. Bridges had 20. But Towns 18 boards, which is amazing. That's great. But only 15 points, 2 for 8 from the 3-point line, 6 for 14 from the field. Total, not a good thing. OG, 4 for 12 from 3-point line. I think, when is it going to be a time where you're like, yo, you know what? I'm 4 for 8. If I hit the next one, I'll continue shooting threes. If not, I'm done, son. 4 for 9, 4 for 10, 4 for 11. Diablo loco. I mean, even Brunson was 5 for 11 from the 3-point line. Took 26 field goals. Made 14. You want that guy with the ball in his hands at all times, But we got beat by the Heat. Big shout out to the real Heat fans. My boys know who I'm talking about because there's only a few of them motherfuckers. Anyways, we'll get you when you come back. When you come to MSG, ya tu sabes, that's an L for y'all. We have to lose at your spot so you can lose at our spot. And then when we see each other in the Eastern Conference Finals, una pela, loco. That's how we're going to get down, son. But the NBA, son, a lot of games going into OT. And, the scandal that just came out with the betting and this and that. Y'all look into that, dogs. I already said games are fixed and rigged, and there's tons of people involved, especially umpires, referees, and whatever else their name is, pinstripes. But right now, the Magic are losing to the Sixers in Philadelphia, 18-23. Cleveland and the Pistons 22-23, and they're all in the first quarter. If you're a big NBA fan, they got tons of games today on a Monday night. So that's wild. Look, so we got the NFL that I'm going to talk about next. We got the World Series the NBA, game 3, game 4 of the season. And what else? Is there hockey today too? Because I think there was a whole bunch of sports. Yeah, and there's hockey today. Yo, son. Every city's lit right now. Every city is lit with their sport teams out there doing their thing. So much luck and everything. So let's talk about the NFL because, my fan duels went to hell. and I need a big game from a couple of guys that play for the Kansas City Chiefs today so I can win my fantasy league. I'm away, logo. I haven't been doing good this year. All right, guys. So, last segment, tackle football. Everybody loves it. There's no way not to love this game, though. This shit is, even if you don't put a bet or you don't play the football fantasy stuff, like the sport itself, these athletes are amazing. That when someone gets tackled and hit, you're like, oh. Everybody in the stadium was like, oh. You know what I'm saying? So, things happen. Now, what I was going to say, let's start with this. All right, so the Titans and the Jaguars, they're teams that are looking to make some trades. There was something that they want to trade wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. I heard that the Patriots might be interested. Who else was that? I forget. There was 2 other teams. Oh, the Buffalo Bills might be interested in getting him and stuff. I don't know. There's some turmoil in the locker room, and so it looks like Thomas Jr. is going to be headed somewhere, right by the trade deadline, which has been November 4th in the NFL. And then the Titans are opening to trading. Let me see here. So let me read this out because it's not like they want to trade rookie quarterback Cam Ward, but they'll listen to some offers out there. That's basically what they're saying over here. And I'm like, damn, the guy that they went number 1 with. But what can you do, son? I mean, he's trying, man. The team's not even that good, dogs. And it looks good on paper, But whatever, son. So one of the games I saw on Sunday was the Dolphins versus the Falcons. And I have to say, out of all the games that I thought was a guaranteed loss for the Miami Dolphins was against these guys. But of course, their main quarterback is hurt with a bone bruise. So Kirk Cousins comes in. Una mierda de quarterback. You need to retire, dogs. You couldn't. Yo, son, you look horrible, son. You haven't played for how many weeks? And it looked like you were throwing like this was preseason for you, dogs? Nah. I think it's done. I think Kirk Cousins is done, my G. The Dolphins destroyed the Falcons 34-10. Bijan Robinson didn't do a damn thing. Had 9 carries for 25 yards. All of a sudden, the Dolphins defense was stellar. Dig it. But, you put money on the game, is what you get. Kyle Pitts was the leader in receiving yards. When's the last time that shit happened? 9 receptions for 59 yards. You know what I mean? Kadir Hodge, 3 receptions for 31 yards. You don't even see your mans in this game. London. ¿Qué le pasó a ese loco? He was whatever, son. So the Dolphins bust ass. They're 2-6 now. The Falcons are 3-4, which whatever, bro. Tua, 205 yards, 4 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Achane only had 67 yards, even though that's their best player. Waddle killed it with 1 play for a touchdown. I think it was like a 30-yarder or a 40-yarder. But he had 99 yards on 5 receptions and a touchdown. Malik Washington, 4 receptions, a touchdown on 36 yards. Achane, 5 receptions, 24 yards for a touchdown. And Ali Gordon. So 3 other running backs, right? Because Malik Washington is considered, he's considered a wide receiver. I thought he was considered a running back. Oh, well. It is what it is. 1 reception for 20 yards, and that was a touchdown. Yo, son. When I was watching this game, I was like, how is this happening, son? They were so horrible against Cincinnati, I think it was, right? What was, let me see here. The Dolphins' last game was against the Browns. 31-6, and then they come over here 34-10. At least if they would have won like 21-10, I'd be like, all right, cool, whatever. Atlanta didn't play good at all, so they deserved to lose, but my G. Now, a surprising game to me, because I picked San Francisco to win this game, was San Francisco against the Texans. Now, the Texans won. This was a sloppy game, 15-26. My dude, I tell you, son. McCaffrey, he didn't do nothing, dogs. This is the first game of this season. You know, he's probably going to get hurt next week. Watch. 3 receptions for 43 yards, and he ran the ball for 8 carries, 25 yards. They shut him down, son. They get the best defense in the league now. I mean, I know they have a good defense, but still, you know what I mean? That's one guy you normally don't stop at all. So that was weird. Mac Jones, 2 touchdowns in the end total for 193 yards. You know, nobody received more than 50 yards. Everybody, 4 to 3 receptions, and only George Kittle, welcome back, my guy, he got a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Jake Tongue, the other tight end, 1 catch for a 2-yard touchdown. Not good for fantasy, but it's all what it is. Stroud, 318 yards. He definitely went over for the first time this season. 2 touchdowns in the end total. Woody Marks, even though he only got 11 carries and Nick Chubb got 17 carries. Woody Marks ended up with 62 yards because one of his runs was like for a 50-yarder, I believe, something like that. No, that was a reception. My bad. Let's see here. Xavier Hutchinson got a reception touchdown. Jaden Higgins, the rookie, got a touchdown on 4 receptions. He spread the ball around. They played good defense. They ended up winning the game. Not bad. And then the other game was the Bills. I mean, I told you that the Panthers are scrappy. Yo, they're playing hard. They're in the game. Not this one. And the reason I blame is Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, una mierda, loco. You need to give it up, dogs. You need to bounce. Like, there's teams that have these guys in the league because they had a good career, like at the beginning. Like their first 5 years of their career was good. Andy Dalton was nice when he was on Cincinnati. Not that he was nice winning championship. He didn't win nothing over there. No playoff wins or nothing like that. But he was a decent quarterback that you're like, yeah, he's a starter over there. Boom. Now, una mierda, loco. And there's teams like the Browns. And we got to investigate the Browns because they don't want to give Shador not even 1 attempt. And I guarantee in the contract is like, oh, if I play this amount of minutes or if I score, if I throw a touchdown or whatever, I bet you there's incentives that they're not going to pay this dude. You're not playing. I don't care if the starting quarterback gets hurt, we'll bring the guy that's in the G League. Yo, son, I feel bad, dogs. Yo, Shador, come talk to me, dogs. Let me interview you, man. I want to know, son. You know what I mean? Let me know the truth, dogs. They're holding you back, son. But let's get back to this 40-9 Buffalo Bills kicking the behind of the Carolina Panthers, making the Buffalo Bills 5-2 and Carolina go 500. They're 4-4. They're doing better than me in my fantasy, dogs. Rico Dowell, 54 yards. Chuba Hubbard, 34 yards, had more carries. He had 12 to 8, and he had a touchdown. On the passing side, rookie McMillan, 7 receptions for 99 yards. That was a good little fantasy PPR points right there. 10 targets, my G. That's 10 targets. The other one that had the most was Jalen Coker with 4. So you know who's the man over there. Let's see here. Nobody scored a touchdown except Chubb. Chuba. And then the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen throws for a touchdown, and he runs for 2 touchdowns. James Cook, the third, that was a superstar, dogs. 216 yards on 19 carries and 2 touchdowns. Lo fue loco. Let's see, what did he do did he catch the ball? No, he did not. But on that side, Khalil Shakir had a great game, 6 receptions, 88 yards for a touchdown on 7 targets. Josh Allen is one of those guys. He spreads the ball around, man. 7 targets, 4 for Coleman, 3 for Kincaid, 3 for Howes, you know what I mean? 4 for Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore. Who is this? Elijah Moore. Come on, dogs. But, Josh Allen did it by himself. He only threw 163 yards. That was an under on how many yards I thought he was going to throw in this game. But, you got to take orders. You know what I mean? Let's see here. All right, so let's go. All right, let's go to the Monday night game. Sunday night game. Before I talked about the Colts. My wife is a Colts fan, and she's like, I can't believe they're doing so good. Who's the quarterback again? Packers, Steelers. Hell of a game, man. I watched it last night. I mean, the fourth quarter watched me while I was sleeping. But Green Bay 5-1-1, Pittsburgh 4-3. And the man of the hour, doggy, was Jordan Love. 360 yards, 3 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers, 219, 2 touchdowns. You see, I thought he was going to throw for 2 more, but it is what it is. Warren has 62 yards. Wilson was the leading rusher in this game with 61. Not your man's. But another man of the hour is the tight end, Tucker Kraft. 143 yards and 2 touchdowns on 7 receptions. Just murder, son. I'm telling you, son. Now, there's a lot of guys to feed around here, man. But look, all these guys got targets. Kraft, Watson, who he came back from his injury. This is his first game this season. 4 targets. He caught them all 4 for 85 yards. They need that dude. Romeo Doubs, 6 targets. Right? Malik Health, 3 targets. Emmanuel Wilson, 4 targets. Josh Jacobs, 3 targets. Sivan Williams, his 1 target was a 8-yard catch for a touchdown. Luke Musgrave got a target. John Fitzpatrick targeted. Matthew Golden, that a little disappointed because he's supposed to be a superstar rookie wide receiver for this year, but 3 targets, 3 catches for 4 yards. That's not really a great game. That looks horrible. But what are you gonna do, son? You're on a winning team. The tight end is kicking butt everywhere he goes. So what? I'd rather win than have all the stats, bro. Because you can have all the stats and lose. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. Over on the Pittsburgh side, DK Metcalf had a touchdown, 5 receptions, 55 yards. Roman Wilson, 4 receptions, 74 yards and a touchdown on 5 targets. And then we won't talk about the rest. But, that was a good game, man. I mean, the Steelers, son, Green Bay Packer fans travel very well. If you watched that game, you heard them fans, dogs. It almost sounded, I want to say it did, but it was close. It sounded like a home game for the Packers, bro. That was crazy, son. The other games, let's see here. The Jets got their first win over the Bengals. The Bengals got booed off the field. You know, they put up big points, but their defense, dogs, their defense. Una mierda de defense, dogs. You know, they got their first win. Unreal, son. Good for the Jets. Let me see here. The Giants, even though they lost to the Eagles, because the Eagles are a better team. They bust that behind real quick, you know what I'm saying? But they lost their running back, Caboodle. Hopefully you did not watch that injury. That was really bad. His ankle went the other way. The Buccaneers defense is the reason why they beat the Saints this week, because the Buccaneers offense was not that good. And then the Colts. I wanted to talk about this. Jonathan Taylor, like I said, superstar, great running back. He's the man. You know, the success is like, oh, because of him. No, man, it's because of their quarterback. Daniel Indiana Jones doesn't turn the ball over. 21 for 29 throwing the ball, 272 yards, 3 goddamn touchdowns. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is the reason why this team is, he's the MVP, and that's why they're kicking butt. But still, you have a quarterback that's not turning the ball over and, going up the field. The running game is solid. I mean, better than solid. He had 2 touchdowns, 153 rushing yards. And then, let me see what he do now he caught 2 catches for 21 yards and a touchdown as well there. Jonathan Taylor does it all, bro. Pro Bowl. Amazing. The tight end is serious. Pittman rejuvenated. Like he's just like this last year compared to this year, totally different guy. You see, Josh Downs is doing good. Alec Pierce, every other game is like doing really good. I mean, their offense and defensive line, stellar. Yo, son, you want to base your team on a winning formula? You got to follow what the Colts are doing right now. That's how you do it, son. They put up points, they play defense, and their defense is not like the greatest. Their defense is probably like midway. I don't know. I haven't even seen, but I'm just saying, though, it doesn't matter who they're facing. They're putting up points. Daniel Dimes, Indiana Jones, he's looking great, son. The Titans going the wrong way. They're 1-7. They're a really good franchise. They're rebuilding, dogs. They got to keep Cam behind their son. Let them lose these games. Let them get that experience, man. Calvin really is hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just too much, bro. Their defense is not good. So they got a lot of things to do. The Ravens beat the Bears. I thought the Bears were going to win this game, but, you see the Bears doing really good back-to-back, and then all of a sudden, like, yo, what happened to you guys? You're supposed to win this game against the Ravens, dog. They don't even have Jackson out there. Anyways, Patriots beat up on the Browns. Their running back got hurt. I think he's day-to-day right now. ¿Cómo se llama este loco? Judkins. A little shoulder injury, but a dude that's used to playing just the season, the college season is not as long as the NFL. Plus, you're playing against the top level in every position, so he'll be all right. B. And then tonight we have the amazing Chiefs hosting the Commanders. Daniels is not playing. Mariota's going to be out there. McLaren's playing. Debo's playing. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be very competitive. I think the Chiefs will end up 5-3, while the Commanders will end up 3-5. I've been wrong this whole week, so I don't know. Maybe the Commanders might win this game. That would be great, though, to see the Chiefs 4-4. Don't tell them that I said it, though, but you know how it is. Well, thanks, guys, for watching my video, dog. I know this is a really long one. Appreciate y'all, though, with the likes and subscribes to the channel. Like always, dogs.
Hands down, shit.
Estamos aquí.